Let's go to Mark, Allentown, Pennsylvania, the great WAEB. Go.
Hello?
Yes, Mark. You're on the air, sir.
Oh, yes. So, I'd like to bring a perspective that perhaps your audiences don't hear very often.
Oh, I'm sure they've never heard it. Go right ahead.
Probably here. So, I don't know if your audience has amnesia or not.
All right, leave my audience alone, jerk. Just make your statement, okay? We don't need lectures from you. We don't even know who you are. Just make your statement and stop putting people down. Go.
When Obama took office in January of 91, and for the next 3 months, the U.S. was losing 700.
Obama didn't take office in January 91, genius.
I'm sorry, 2001. When he took office...
He didn't take office in 2001, genius.
When he took office in January of 2009, we were losing 750,000 jobs a month.
Yes, that's what happens in a recession.
That's right, and that's when he took office.
You know what happens in a recession? You lose millions of... Hold on, pal. You know what happens in a recession? Gee, we never heard your argument, by the way. What happens in a recession is you lose millions of jobs. And you know what happens when you come out of a recession, sir?
Well, but it's better now.
Hold on, pal. You create millions of jobs. To say it's better now than it was before is to say nothing. It's called the business cycle. You have terrible recessions, and then you're supposed to come out of them and begin to prosper again. Do you know why that's not happening, sir?
Point. If your audience...
Do you know why that's not happening, sir?
If your audience...
Because guys like you support a man who has his shoe on the throat of the economy and badmouth successful people. That's why.
The economy, they should vote for Romney.
If they what?
If your audience thinks that George Bush was good for the economy, then they should vote for Romney.
George Bush, I say this. If anyone in the audience thinks James Buchanan was a great president, they should vote for Obama.
If they think that Clinton was good for the economy...
If anybody thinks that John Tyler was a great president, they should vote for Obama.
Because Romney is promising...
Now get out of here, moron. You're monotonous. Monotonous. What offended me from the beginning is him putting down you. You see, this is what the liberals do. They put you down, the American people. You're just too stupid. You don't understand the game plan, do you? Just surrender your liberty and your property to the government and they'll fix things. We know what a recession is. We know there was a recession when Obama was elected. And we also know that everything Obama did was not to help get us out of the recession or grow the economy and create opportunity and jobs for the American people. And that's what we're talking about. You know, we lost 700,000 jobs that first month because Obama inherited a recession. Yeah, we know that. So why aren't we creating millions and millions of jobs right now? After trillions and trillions more in spending and debt. Because Obama didn't do it right, did he? We're well aware of the business cycle, pal. We know how it works. We know in a recession, you lose lots and lots of jobs. But in a recovery, you create lots and lots of more jobs. Now, we have a fairly recent example of this under Reagan. When he was elected, it was a terrible recession. They began coming out of the recession and were hit by a recession again and massive inflation, which is worse than just a recession. So they had to fight both the recession and inflation at the same time. Much worse than what was going on when Obama came to office. But Reagan trusted the American people. He wanted success to be rewarded. He wanted more people to participate in the system and become successful, and dare I say, as rich as they could. That's how you create wealth. That's how you create opportunity. That's how you create jobs. Not with crony capitalism, phony companies, chasing green elves and green jobs and all the rest, pal. You did yourself and your cause a disservice, but I'm not going to waste 10 minutes being polite to you when you're rude to my entire audience.